Naririnig ba ako ng ayos?
Para alam ko.
Yes po, ma'am.
Para alam ko sa loob natin, saka kung kakayanin ng
Okay, nakikita na po yung presentation. Hello, hindi ko kayo masyadong marinig.
Nakikita na po, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'll try my best para mai-deliver yung ating lecture for today, okay? Even though we have this, I'm using my mobile phone, okay? Na lang ha, i-call nyo na lang yung attention ko kapag meron po kayong question, okay? Hindi ko lang kasi kayo nakikita kasi naka full screen sa akin itong presentation. Okay. So, let us have now the design of keys. Okay. So, alin po ba yung tinatawag natin as the key? Okay. So, yun pong ating shaft. They have this slot. Okay. Meron po siyang slot wherein you will be inserting the key. Okay. So, key are just used to prevent the relative rotation of the shaft. Okay, so you know that the shaft is rotating for it to transmit the power. Okay, so para po mapatigil natin iyon, we need to insert the key. So yung slot po on the shaft where we insert the key, we call it po the keyway. Okay, so once you have there also the gear or the pulley that is been loaded to the shaft, when you insert the key po, automatic that these connections matitigil din po. Okay, using that key. Okay? So, this industrial keys, hindi po yan katulad nung mga ginagamit natin sa mga pintuan natin sa bahay. Okay? So, hindi po ganun ang itsura ng mga tinatawag natin na industrial keys. Okay? Industrial keys, these are the right term, okay, na ginagamit natin for the shaft, okay, yung mga key na ginagamit po sa shaft, okay. So here po, we have the general classification of the keys. We have the constant cross-section keys, and then the other one is the variable cross-section key. Okay, ano po yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa? From the word itself po, yung cross-section po, yung itsura po ng cross-section, yun po yung titingnan natin. Okay? Ano ba yung itsura ng kanilang cross-section? Okay? Para masabi natin na constant cross-section and variable. Okay? Constant cross-section, ibig sabihin, yung cross-section niya is a regular polygon. Halimbawa po ay square, o kaya po ay rectangular, o kaya circular, okay? Yan yung mga sample ng constant cross-section, okay? Regular polygon yung itsura niya, okay? Nung kanya po na, yun pong kanya na cross-section, okay? What about naman po yung variable cross-section? Okay, when you say variable cross-section, ito naman po yung may kakaiba na itsura ng kanyang cross-section. Okay, kumbaga, not really a regular polygon. Okay, so we have here po the illustrations. Okay, so ito po nakikita natin dito. Okay, yung una is the square key and the flat key. Okay, the square key and the flat key. So, yung nakikita nyo po dyan na circle, okay, so dito po sa square key, that's simply white, tapos dito sa flat key, colored, okay. So, yung circle po na yan, that refers to your shaft, okay, that refers to your shaft. Tapos po, yun pong slot doon sa taas niya, okay, dito po dun sa unang sample, that is square, tapos dito sa flat po, rectangular, okay? So, yung nasa taas po ng circle na yon, that is what we call your keyway, okay? So, yan po yung keyway nung atin na siya. So, when we say keyway, that is where you will be inserting your key. So, the key itself, ito pong nandito sa tabi, okay? Yan pong square bar at saka po yung rectangular bar. Okay, so yan po, ganyan lang po yung itsura nung atin na keys, na mga industrial keys po natin. Hindi po katulad nung nakikita mo yung ginagamit natin sa mga padlocks or lock po ng atin ng mga doors. Okay, so iba-iba yung itsura niya. Okay, pero pag po mga industrial keys, ganyan lang po. So kalimitan po, ito po yung pinakamalimit natin na gamitin. The square key and the flat key. When you say flat key po, the cross-section is rectangular. Okay? Kapag square key po naman yan, you have there a constant cross-section, okay? With yung side po niya, okay? Yan po yung kanyang cross-section. Okay? So, this two po, yung pong dalawa, the square and the flat key. So, when we say we are to design the key, so ang hahanapin po natin would be the cross-section and the length of the key. Okay, so naka-label po dyan. Yung L for the length, yung cross-section po is B and P. Okay, yung base at saka po yung thickness po ng key. Okay, so yan po yung dalawa. And then when we say a square key po, you look at the cross-section, yung B, okay, yung B po is equal to T. D is equal to T. And kapag po naman siya ay flat T, they are not equal. Okay? And notice also, doon sa keyway po natin. You look again at the keyway. Okay? So, kung mapapansin niyo po yung keyway, ang kalahati po niyan, okay, ay naka-engage sa shaft. Tapos yun pong kalahati ay nakalutang. Okay? Bigyan po nakalutang yung kalahati. So, kalahati sa shaft, kalahati doon sa tinatawag po natin na hub. Okay? Yung nakalutang po na part, yan po ay connected doon sa tinatawag natin na hub. Okay? So, shaft is the rotating member, tapos yung hub po, that is non-rotating. Okay? So, in that case po, pag in-insert mo na ngayon yung key, so, matitigil na po siya kasi non-rotating po yung hub. Okay? Kaya, yun po yung purpose po niya. Okay? So, palagi pong ganon. Ang keyway po, kalahati ay nasa shaft, ang kalahati ay nandun sa hub. Okay? So, ito po yung sample ng constant cross-section. Okay? So, you have there po yung square key, flat key, yung kasunod ini. Yan. So, you have there the round key at saka yung bar. Okay? So, yung round key naman po, yung kanyang cross-section, okay? You have their circular cross-section. Sa bar naman po, ano po yan? Yung five-sided polygon. Okay? So, yan po yung mga sample kapag constant cross-section. So, as I have said po kanina, it is a regular polygon. Okay? Sample naman po nung para doon sa variable cross-section. Yan. So, sa variable cross-section po, we have there the Woodruff, the saddle key, tsaka po yung jib head, at saka yung mga feather key, Kennedy, at saka pin. Okay? So, kung titingnan nyo po yung itsura ng mga key po na yan, okay? So, hindi po siya regular polygon, just like po yung mga nauna. Okay? So, yung makikita nyo po doon sa kanina, doon sa costal cross-section, ang nakikita nyo po doon is yung kanyang keyway. Okay? Kung ano po yung itsura ng keyway, yun po din yung itsura ng cross-section ng key mo. Okay? Dadagdagal mo lang sa ng length. Okay? Para po yung sa dalawang nauna, doon po sa square at saka doon sa flat. Pero dito po sa variable cross-section, kung mapapansin niyo po, magkakaiba po yung itsura. Just like this give head. Okay? You look at yung itsura po ng give head key. Okay? Not a regular polygon. Okay, so ito naman po mga ganito. These are specialized then ginagamit mo lang siya for mga need mo talaga ng security or need mo talaga na hindi magalaw yung iyo na mechanism. Okay, kaya gumagamit ka ng ganito. Okay? Pero yung pinakamalimit po natin gamitin is simply yung ating pong square key at saka yung flat key. So, sa design po na gagawin natin ngayon, okay, so sa design po natin, ang gagamitin po natin, ang i-design po natin is limited only on the square and the flat key. Okay? So, square po would be yung pong yung pong square ang cross-section and then flat key, rectangular naman po. Base at saka thickness, magkaiba yung value. So, yun po yung gagamitin natin dito. Okay? Yun lang pong dalawa. Nakalimit lang po tayo sa design po ng dalawa. Okay? But then take note po that when you design po this, this key, okay, dapat alam din natin yung mga dimensions po nung shaft. Okay? Kasi doon po natin siya itakabit. Okay? Doon po na siya po ay kasama ni shaft. Okay? Doon sa kanyang keyway. So dapat you have a correct design muna po nung shaft before you could come up with the correct dimensions of your key. So magkadugtong po yun. That is why po on our design, nauuna palagi yung shaft design bago pa po ito. Okay? Kasi you need correct dimensions of the shaft para ma-design mo ng maayos yung iyo pong key. Otherwise, kung hindi po tama yung shaft mo, edi mali na rin po yung iyo ng key. Kasi doon po siya nakapasok. Okay? Dapat po in tandem palagi yung dalawa. Okay? So let us have po the design. Anong pasuyo? Yan. So we have here the stresses in the key. Wala yung common types of keys in the industrial applications. Yan. Yan. Okay. So we have here the common types of keys for industrial applications. Okay. So una po is the square key. So when you say square key, again, we have the square cross-section. And when we say the dimensions of the key, ang hahanapin po natin dyan is base, yung B, yung thickness, at saka po yung length. Okay, B, T, and L. Okay, those are the dimensions of the key. And if you have here a square key, meaning the base and the thickness, they are just equal. Okay, B and T are equal. Okay, because they have a square cross-section. And then we say the key sank half in the shaft and half in the hub. Okay, katulad po nung nakita nyo kanina, yung pong atin na keyway. Okay, hindi po kanina yung keyway natin. I give emphasis as to yung kalahati ng ating keyway nakalubog doon sa shaft, ang kalahati naman nandun sa nakalutang, which is connected to the hub. Okay? So when you insert there, yung key nga po, matitigil yung kanyang rotation. Because the hub is a non-rotating member. Kaya pag inilagay mo siya doon, in-insert mo doon sa keyway, so tigil ka agad. Okay? Now, pag sinabi naman po natin na flat key, it would have a rectangular cross-section. Okay? A rectangular cross-section with smaller dimensions placed in the radial direction. Okay? So, pakibalik mo nga yan doon sa flat key. Kanina. Yan. Yan. So, you look at the flat key. Yan. Ganyan po dapat yung ating rectangular. Okay? Medyo mas malaki po dapat yung base kumpara doon sa thickness. Hindi po pwedeng mas malaki yung thickness. Ang thickness po kesa doon sa base po natin. Okay? Ang base po, yun po yung horizontal. Okay? Yung thickness po, yun po yung vertical. So, kailangan po ang ating flat C, palagi po mas malaki yung base kumpara sa thickness. Di ka po, rectangular din naman kung mahaba yung thickness kumpara dun sa base. Pero kapag po ganun, hindi po tama sa design na ganun yung orientation ng atin na flat C. Okay? Kasi pagka ganun po, more prone na masira at maputol yung atin na C sa pagka ganun. Kasi kumaga na naikot po yung shaft, tapos i-insert mo po siya, okay? Kapag po mas malaki yung thickness kumpara sa base, more on, madadala lang siya ng rotation. So, matitigil na naman, kaya lang, mas prone na yung atin na shaft ay yung atin na key ay maputol. O kaya naman po ay, ang tawag doon, mabali. Okay? Magkaroon ng parang mababali siya. Okay? O hindi na siya magiging vertical. Okay? So, mas masisira siya pagka ganun yung orientation kumpara sa ganito. Okay? So, lagi tatandaan, yung base dapat would be greater than the thickness. Okay? In terms of yung dimension ng ating flat. Okay? So, we go back doon ulit sa kabila. Yan. So, just like that of the square T, kapag po flat T, yung half po niya, okay, ay nandoon sa shaft at ang half po ay nandoon sa half. Okay? So, yun po yung mag-focus nung pagtigil, okay, nung rotation po, nung shaft po natin. Okay? Let us have the stresses in the key. Okay? We go to the stresses po. Yan. Alright. So, we have there the stresses in the keys. Okay? So, there are two stresses po doon sa key po natin. Okay? Ano po yung una? Okay? So, the two stresses, yung una is the force, okay, due to the fit of the key in its keyway. Okay? So, di po ba, you have there your keyway. When you insert po yung key, magkakaroon po ng friction in between po, okay, nung atin na keyway at saka doon sa surface ng iyong key. Okay? So, that causes po yung compressive force po natin. Okay? So, yan po it's due to the tightness of the key doon sa keyway. Kailangan naman po tama yung size na ilalagay natin. Okay? Kasi kung hindi po tama yung cross-section, halimbawa, you imagine there po, flat key, tapos i-insert mo is simply circular. Okay? So, it would not be fit doon sa keyway po natin. Okay? So, hindi rin niya, it does not guarantee din po na matitigil agad yung rotation. Okay? Kaya, hindi po tama yung gano'n. Okay? Kung tama naman yung key mo, dapat yung size niya po should be fitted to the keyway. But then, yung pong fitness po na yun, or yung key natin to the keyway, that resulted po to a certain stress. And we call that po the compressive stress in that of the key. Okay? So again, that is due to the tightness of the key doon sa keyway po natin. Sa pangalawa naman po, so dito po sa una, yan po yung tinatawag natin as sigma. As this is the compressive stress. So sigma ng key or the compressive stress on the key. Ito naman pong pangalawa is the force that is caused by the torque transmitted or the shear force. Okay? So, these forces are produced, okay, doon din po sa key, okay, because of yung ano po niya, yung pag-rotate niya. Okay? So, di po ba, pag in-insert mo siya, yung key natin on the keyway, so the shaft is still rotating, so ang tendency po niya, mahila or mapilipit itong iyong key na isinuot. Okay? Kasi yung isa, nag-rotate pa, tapos non-rotating yung hub. So, once na in-insert mo po siya, so ang tendency nun, okay, may, yung tawag natin sa Tagalog, may salida pa. Okay? Kumbaga, madadala niya pa partially yung yung chemo. Okay? Okay, so yun po yung posibleng mangyari. So ang makikita mo after a time, yung iyong key hindi na siya totally tuwid. Okay? Kundi medyo nakabaluktot na. Okay? Kasi nga, pini-prevent mo yung rotation. So nag-rotate pa siya, bigla mo in-insert. So yun yung posibleng mangyari sa kanya. Okay? So yun po yung shear stress na naman na makikreate on the key. Okay, so yun po yung dalawa. Ang una is due to the tightness, okay, of the key on the keyway. So yun po yung sigma, compressive stress. Yung pangalawa naman po is the shear stress. Yun naman po ay base doon sa doon sa torsion, the torque transmitted by that key. Okay, so sa pag-insert po doon, pwede siyang mabaluktot. Okay, so ang tawag naman po natin doon is yung tau, yung shear. Okay, so sigma of T and tau of T. Okay, so these are the two stresses on the Q. Okay, and then these two stresses po, yan po yung gagamitin natin, okay, sa design. Okay, di po malagi sa design natin, we are after these induced stresses. And from the induced stresses, we equate that to the design stress to come up with your safe dimensions. Okay, so ganun din po yung gagamitin natin. Itong mga ito, okay, itong mga stresses na to, sigma of T and tau of T, they are to be equated to your design stress for the T. Okay, and once you equate that to, then you'll obtain po your dimensions. Okay, your safe dimensions. Okay, so let us then continue. Okay, we go to the design considerations. Okay? So let us have the design considerations. Ano po natin siya gagawin? Paano po natin i-design yung key natin? Okay? So the first one is to determine the force that is acting on the keyway. Okay? So how do you determine the force acting on the keyway? Okay? So yung force po na yun can be obtained again using the equation for the torque. Okay? So you recall torque is equal to force multiplied by the radius. Okay? So to obtain the force acting on the key, that would simply be the torque, okay, divided by, okay, the radius. Okay? So it's the torque divided by the radius. Okay? So you have there Fk is equal to T over yung radius po natin is D over 2. Big letter D po doon, okay, yung big letter D po doon, it refers to the diameter of the shaft. Okay, so diameter over 2 gives us the radius. So in that case po, you could obtain there the value of your Fk. Okay, so Fk is the force acting on the key. So that would be 2T over D. Right? T pertains to the torque and D is the diameter of the shaft. Again, big letter D is the diameter of the shaft. Yung torque naman po, that can be obtained from the power transmitted. Okay, using the power formula, you can obtain the value of the torque po. Now, once you know po the value of Fa, the second one is to determine the key dimensions. Okay? So, alin nga po ba yung mga key dimensions? Okay? So, kanina po, nabanggit ko na yun. Sa design po, key dimensions ang pupunin natin. Ilan po lahat yun? 3. Okay? What are those key dimensions? B, T, at saka po L. Okay? B, T, and L. B is the width, T is the thickness, and L would be the length of the key. Okay, so yun pong 3. So yung B and T po, they are called the cross-sectional dimension. Okay, so yun po yung cross-section. And length po would be the entire length of the key. Okay, so B, T, and L. Okay, so dito po, sabi ko nga, naka-delimit lang tayo sa design ng square at saka po ng flat T. Okay? Pag square po, B and T, they are equal. Okay? Kapag po naman sa flat T, B and T, they are not equal. And which is bigger among the two, it will always be the base. Okay? Dapat mas malaki yung value ng base kumpara doon sa thickness. Okay? So, yun po yung hahanapin natin as the key dimension. So, how do you determine the key dimension? You have there step 1. You have to choose the type of key to be used. So, ang pagpipilian mo lang po dyan is between yung square at saka po yung flat. Okay? So, how do you know kung hindi po na-mention yung square at saka yung flat key? Okay? So, when the criteria design shear stress, okay, to the design compressive stress ratio is equal to 0.5, then that is the square T. You have there the equation po. Tau D of T over sigma D of T is equal to 0.5, then it is a square T. Otherwise, kapag po hindi siya equal sa 0.5, then flat key po ang gagamitin po natin. Okay? So, tau D is, and sigma D of T, these are the design stresses. Okay? Design stress, okay, o tau D or shear design stress ng T over sigma D of T, if it's equal to 0.5, it's a square T. If not, then it is a flat key po. Okay? So, kailangan po malaman nyo kung square po ba siya or flat kasi yun pong mga kasunod na steps will depend upon kapag meron ka na pong classification. Okay? So, what would be yung step 2? You determine the key dimension. Okay? So, key dimensions, B, T, and L. Okay? So, B, T, and L nga po yung hahanapin po natin. But then, uunahin mo muna po is the cross-sectional dimension. And when we say cross-sectional, B and T lang po. Okay, so yun po ang unahin natin. The width, okay, and the thickness, okay? Or the base and the thickness, yun muna po yung uunahin natin na hanapin. And how do you determine the width and the thickness of the key? Okay? That is dependent po on the, you can determine for the value of the width and the thickness using table 1819. Okay? So you look for table 1819. Okay? Everyone, you get po yung inyo na design tables and look for table 1819. Actually, may copy ka? Wala.
Wala po, ma'am.
Hello? Wala. Okay. So, everyone na lang po. You get table 1819. Do you have this copy with you na po? Nakita nyo na po? Table 1819. Nakalagay po doon, table 1819 key dimensions. Page ano?
Page 32 po.
Okay, everyone, page 32. Oh, okay. So, this is how you use table 1819. So, gagamitin po natin ito, okay? Gagamitin natin po siya to obtain B and T. Okay? B and T po ang hahanapin natin. The width and the thickness of the key. So, makita po natin dun sa table 1819, yung una pong kanyang column is the shaft diameter. Okay, so we have there the shaft diameter. sunod po ay yung width, yung B, okay, B value. Yung kasunod po is yung thickness, tapos po may tolerance na nakalagay. Okay, so paano po natin gagamitin yan? The value of B and T po is simply copied from this table. Okay, kailangan lang po ang alam nyo is yung shaft diameter. Okay, so sabi ko nga kanina, dapat tama yung design mo ng shaft. Okay, before you can come up with a correct design for the T. Okay, kasi nakabase po sa diameter ng shaft. Okay, kalimbawa, ang shaft diameter natin is 1 inch. Okay? So, ano po ngayon yung magiging width and thickness ng pin natin na gagamitin kung 1 inch po yung diameter natin. So, ang nandun po sa diameter is yung range. Okay? So, any value po within the range, yun po dapat yung value ng width at saka yung thickness. O yung base or yung thickness po. Okay? O, halimbawa po, yung 1. Ano po yung magiging value nung B at saka po nung T po natin. Okay? Kapag po 1, nandun po siya sa pangatlong row po. Okay? Yung 15/16 to 1 and 1/4. So, it is within that range po. Okay? So, ano po yung gagamitin natin na width at thickness ng T? So, ikakopy mo lang po yun. B is equal to 1/4, okay? And yung pong ating thickness would be equal to 3/16. Okay? So, dito mo lang po kukuhanin yung value. Okay? Mamamali ka lang po dito kung mali po yung diameter ng shaft mo po. Pero kung tama po yung diameter ng iyong shaft, okay, so hindi ka po din magkakamali. Kasi kukopyahin mo na lang po yung value ng B at saka po ng T value po natin. Okay? Now, yan po ay in case that the type of T is a flat T. Okay? Kasi di po ba pag B at T magkaiba, it's a flat T, yung rectangular po. Okay? Paano naman po kung siya ay square T? Sabi natin kanina, kapag po siya ay square T, yung base at yung thickness niya po ay parehas. Okay? Kaya nga square ang cross-section. So, alin po ngayon dito ang gagamitin natin? Will we be adopting the B value or yung thickness? Okay? Kasi dito wala namang nakalagay. Kumbaga, parang dito lahat siya ay para sa flat T kasi may base at saka may thickness that are different in value. Okay? So, in case po ng square T, ang gagawin nyo lang po, you simply compare the value of the base and the thickness. Okay? Whichever is higher, then that will be used. Okay? And looking up on this table 1819, lagi naman po na mas mataas ang value ng B kumpara doon sa thickness. Ika nga po kanina, sabi ko doon sa flat T natin, dapat laging mas mahaba yung horizontal kesa doon sa vertical po natin for it to be stable. Okay? So, lagi ang pipiliin natin would be equal to the B. So, in terms of the square T po, then B is equal to T. Okay? And alin ang kokopyahin natin? Simply the B value. Okay? So, yun po yung para dito sa cross-sectional dimension. Yan po yung step 2. Okay? Find the cross-sectional dimension. And then, pangatlo po is to determine the length of the key. Okay? Using elementary failure analysis. Kasi tatlo nga po yung dimension ng key natin. B, T, and L. Okay? From table 1819, B and T lang po yung makokopya po natin. Okay? Pero ano po yung length na gagamitin? Okay? For the length po, you need to solve. Okay? You need to solve. Okay? For the length. So, how do you obtain the value of the length? Okay? So, para po malaman natin yung value ng length, dyan na po natin gagamitin ngayon yung mga induced stresses natin kanina. Di po ba meron tayo kaninang dalawang stress na in-identify? Ang una is yung pong stress due to the fitness of the key on the keyway or tightness of the key on the keyway. Yun po yung sigma ng key. Okay, ang pangalawa naman po, okay, ang pangalawa naman po is due to the shear stress. Okay, shear stress on the key. Dun naman po yan doon sa torsion. Okay, dun sa torsion nung shaft po natin. Okay, that when you insert the key, so possible na masira yung atin na key na yun, makikilipit. Okay, kasi nga, binigla mo siya na i-insert siya to a rotating member. So, posible na mapilipit mo siya. Okay, so yun po yung para sa tau. Okay, shear stress on the key. So, dalawa po yun, sigma ng key at saka po ng stress ng key. Okay, sigma at saka tau ng key. And from these induced stresses, dyan po mo ngayon hahanapin yung iyong length ng tube. Okay? So, ano po yung gagawin natin? Okay? To obtain the length. So, again, okay, to determine the length po, you have to use the equations of the induced stresses. Okay? Yung dalawang induced stress po. Sigma of T and tau of T. Okay? So, how do you do that po? How do you determine the length po ng T? Okay, kasi yun ang kasunod. Okay, so, yun po yung una. Okay, the key fails in the shear. Okay, key fails in shear. So, ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina na due to the yung rotation po ng shaft natin and yung torsion sa pag-rotate niya, pag in-insert mo po yan, so posible na mag-twist. Okay? Posible na mabali yung atin na ginamit po na keyway. So ito po yun, that the key fails in the shear. Okay? So sa pag-ikot niya, bigla mong insert, pwede siyang masira, pwede siyang maputol kaagad. Okay? So again, we call the induced stress as the shear stress. Okay? And for the equation, we have the tau of T equal to, okay, force over the, over B times L. Okay? Force of the T over B times L. And then, yung pong equation natin is further simplified as to 2T over DBL. Okay? Having po yung FT po natin, okay, force acting on the T, katulad po nung na-mention natin kanina, okay, you have there the corresponding equation. Okay? So, 2T over D. Okay? Yung FT po na yon, that's equal to 2T over D. Okay? Kaya yung equation niya kanina, okay, so yung equation niya kanina, bigla na lang naging force transmitted over all. And that would be equal to Ft over BL. Okay? F of T over BL. So you make use of this formula, tau of T equal to 2T over dBL. Okay? 2T over dBL. T is again the torque. D, big letter D is the diameter of the shaft. Okay? D is the width of the T. Okay? And what will you do? Since this is an induced stress, okay? This is an induced stress of the T, you have to equate this to the design stress. Okay? So, for a good design, we equate the design stress to the induced stress. Okay? So, the design stress is tau D equal to the induced stress tau of T. 2T over dBL, and this is equal to your tau D. May question po? So, final equation po natin is tau D equal to 2T over dBL. Okay? For the design stress naman po, ibabalik na po ulit natin yung sigma U over Fs or sigma Y over factor of safety. Okay? Pero in this case po, yung tau po natin, tau D, it would either be tau U over tau Y. Okay? So, mas maganda po kung gagamitin natin would be yung tau Y. Okay, yan po. So, tau D of T is tau Y or tau U over factor of safety. For sigma D, ganun din po. Sigma U over factor of safety or sigma Y over Fs factor of safety. So, ano po yung value ano po yung equation, okay? Or ano po yung gagamitin natin na tau U, tau Y, it should be the material of the two. Okay? It should be the material of the two. For sigma U, sigma Y, okay? Ganun din po. Okay? It should be the two material. Okay? But then, when we go po doon sa analysis po natin, okay? Kasama yung ibang component, okay? For tandaan po natin, for sigma po, it would be the weakest material. Okay? So it could be sigma U or sigma Y of the weakest material. Not necessarily na layo sa na material for the key. Okay? Kasi di ba sabi natin kanina, yung ating po keyway, it's connected to the shaft and half of it is connected to the hub. Okay? So you will be checking on the materials na kung saan po siya naka-engage. So you check material of the shaft, you check material of the hub, you check material of the key, okay? Ganun din po yung bolt na ginamit. Check material for the bolt. Whichever po doon yung weakest material, so yun po yung gagamitin natin on the design. Okay? Pero yun po ay doon lang sa sigma. Okay? Doon lang po sa sigma. Dito po sa sigma D na gagamitin po natin. Okay? So it could be sigma Y or sigma U ng ano po. It is not really the key material. But, dapat po dyan, it should be the weakest material. So, pipiliin mo po alin yung weakest sa mga material po na yun. So, you are given the material of the shaft, material of the hub, material of the bolt, and material of the key. Okay? Pili ka po doon yung weakest. At yun po yung gagamit. Kukunan mo ng sigma U at sigma Y at doon mo po ibabase yung iyong design stress. Okay? Pero dito po sa tau D natin, okay, tau U over tau Y divided by factor of safety, dito po, hindi mo na po titingnan yung mga material na yon. It should only be the material of the key itself. Okay? Material lang po talaga ng key ang titingnan mo dito. Pero pag doon po sa sigma, okay, not necessarily po, naki palagi yan. Okay, again, titingnan mo po lahat ng material na concerned. Okay, ng mga component na kung saan po siya nakakabit. Okay, at kung alin po yung weakest, yun po yung i-consider natin. Okay, na sigma U o kaya po ay sigma Y as the basis of our design. Maliwanag na po yun. Hello? Hello? Naririnig pa po.
Yes po.
Oh, naintindihan po yung sinabi ko doon sa sigma D at tau D. Hello? Yan. Hindi ko po kasi kaya pinapaano kayo, hindi ko nakikita even the emoticons. Kasi nga, naka lang po ako doon sa presentation po natin. Okay? So, yan. So, ganun po ang gagawin natin to obtain the length. Ano po yung kasunod pa na ito po? So, again, yung una po, 2t over sa ano po natin, sa shear po, 2t over DBL. Okay? Yan. Tapos, the other one naman po, ay, yan. Ari po yung tandaan po natin ha, sa, yung sa isa, 2t over, ano po, sa compression, alin po ba nauna natin? Tension or yung compression? Yung compression or yung shear. Yan. So, dito po yung 2T over DBL. Okay? Doon naman po sa compression, okay, that would be equal to 40. Yan. So, sa compression naman po, again, ito po is due to the tightness of the key, okay, doon sa kanya na keyway, okay. So, dito naman po, the equation, sigma of t, that is equal to 4T over DPL. Okay, 4T over DPL. T po pertains to the torque. D, big letter D is the shaft diameter, and T would be the thickness of the T, and L is the length of the T. So, ang gagawin mo naman po dito, you have to equate this to your design stress. So, yung sigma of T equal to sigma D. Okay? Sigma D. In that way po, you can obtain the value of the length. Okay? So, yung sigma D po natin, yan po yung sinasabi ko kanina. Your sigma D is simply sigma U or sigma Y over factor of safety. Ang kailangan mo lang nga po, ang kuhanan ng iyong sigma U at sigma Y, it should be the material ng weakest member. Okay? So, ang pipilian mo po dyan, alin po ba yung kasama doon sa system natin? Yun pong shaft, yung key, yun pong hub, at saka po yung bolt po na ginamit. Okay? So, kailangan mo po tingnan ang material ng lahat ng yun. Okay? Kung alin po doon yung weakest, yun po yung gagamitin po natin. Okay? Alin po yung sinasabi natin na weakest? Yun po may pinakamababang value. Halimbawa po, kinumpare mo po lahat ng material nila, kinumpare mo lahat ng sigma U nila or sigma Y nila. Kung alin po yung pinakamababa yung value, yan po yung gagamitin po natin. Okay? So, not necessarily the material for the kit. Okay? So, apat po yung titingnan natin na material. Okay? So, ang makukuha mo po doon would be the length also. Okay? So, dalawa pong length ang makukuha. Okay? Yung isa po galing sa sigma of T, yung isa naman po galing sa shear ng T. Okay? Sigma of T and tau of T. Dalawa pong length ang makukuha natin. Okay? So, doon po sa dalawang length na yon, pipiliin mo lang po yung mas malaki. Okay? Whichever is larger in value po, then that will be our final answer for the length of the T. Okay? So, yun lang po ang gagamitin natin. Use the larger value po ng length po natin. Okay? Again lang po, ang tatandaan is the use of the weakest material in terms po doon sa sigma. Pero doon po sa tau, ang gagamitin natin, it should be the material for the key. Okay, nakuha po ba? So, doon po tatlo na yun po ang kukunin natin sa design ng key. Again, the value of B, the value of T, at saka po yung L. B, T, and L. B and T, ano po ay ano, doon lang po natin makukuha from table 1819. Kokopyahin lang po natin doon. Okay? Kailangan nga lang po ay tama yung ating shaft diameter. Kasi kung mali yung shaft diameter, di mali na din yung B at saka yung T. Okay? At ang pangatlo nga po is you solve for the length of the T. Okay? For the length of the T naman po, ang gagamitin po natin are the two stresses. Yung sigma of T at saka po yung tau ng T. Okay? Sigma of T and tau ng T, which are to be equated to your design stresses. Okay? Yung tau of T is equal to sigma D of T. And yung sigma of T equal to sigma D of T. And tau of T equal to tau D of the T material. Okay? So, dun sa sigma, it should be the weakest. So, from those equations, 2T over DBL and 4T over DPL, okay, dun mo po makukuha ang value ng length. Again, dalawa po yun. Piliin lang po kung alin ang mas mataas na value at yun po yung ipo-consider natin as the final length of the numbers. Okay? So you'll have now your B, your T, at saka po yung length po natin. Okay? May question po.
Wala ko.
Okay, any question po? Wala naman.
Wala naman po.
Hello? Wala. Okay, so sige. Up to done muna po tayo. Okay? And then, kasi yung nag-ano tayo nung sample natin, okay, dapat siguro ay iniralight natin. Okay? So sige, dun muna, hanggang dun muna lang po tayo on to the lecture po nung atin na design of. Okay? Wala na po. Okay na? Hello?
Wala naman.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Ashley. Pasuyin na lang po pasuyin na lang ako ng attendance din natin. Okay? So, let us have po yung atin na attendance. O, i-open mo na